Hi guys, my name is Alejandra, but I go by Ali, and by the end of this talk, I hope I can explain why I decided to change my name. I grew up in a small town called Hermosillo in the Mexican state of Sonora, very close to the Arizonan border. But at one point in my childhood, I lived in Tucson. And the distance from Tucson to Hermosillo is about 215 miles, or 5 hours if you drive. And because of this proximity, my family and I would frequently drive back to Mexico to attend an event or even just spend the weekend with family. Any given year, we would make this trip 15 times. You know, I knew the way by heart. Every highway sign, every dingy motel, every rest stop. And it always amazed me how in just 5 hours I could be in a country so different from mine, even if the landscape was the same. Truly felt like I was crossing into a new world. In 2008, we lived in Phoenix, but we couldn't drive back to Mexico because the situation with the cartel had gotten especially violent. So my parents decided to spend the holiday with family members living in Kansas. And to save money, they decided to drive. But it would be a 2-day trip, but I was just excited to look out the car window and see something different. Christmas rolls around, and we pack the car and drive. I remember seeing the dry flatland turn green, and then a few more hours in, seeing snow for the first time and feeling cold. And at one point, we stopped to get gas, and my mom gives my brother and I money to go into the 7-Eleven and get some snacks while she fills a tank. And inside, there's only one bag of Cool Ranch Doritos left. So as you can imagine, at this point, we're arguing, and very loudly in Spanish. And this tall guy with a blonde, scraggly beard and a bandana tied around his forehead comes up to us. And he's just so tall. I remember that to get in close, he had to bend 90 degrees at the waist. And he leans in and he whispers, "This is America. We don't speak Beaner here." And walked away. You know, we never told anyone or made a big deal about it, but I obviously internalized it because by the time I got back from Christmas break, I was Ali and not Alejandra. You know, from that point on, I just told my mom to not ask questions at PTA meetings because I was embarrassed of her thick accent. I told my dad, to turn down the loud Cuban music he had playing in the car because I didn't want other kids to hear it. And I began to be ashamed of who I was. The town I was from, my family, even my name. From then on, I started lying to myself, and I'm still working to move past it today. Thank you.